Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, 14 days till Christmas. It's coming quick. I know you guys are anxiously awaiting to see if I'm going to sing or not this year. That's the most anticipated thing that goes on all year round anyways. But 14 days to Christmas, we are going to do cracking open of Clonakilty Irish Whiskey finished in a port barrel. So someone might have bought a couple of these from a couple different places.
Hey,
so
they stand out.
Nick, we're going to see how they are. We've never done anyone by these guys.
Well, plus they stand out, and they're one of the few Irish that actually has a proof to it besides
and a store pick, right? They
And
actually
it
do
is- and
store
they are
picks
store
out of this.
picks,
So, all right, we'll get into particulars on this one. This one comes in at 112.8 proof. We got it for $62.99. This happens to be cask number 1869. It's actually bottle number 19 out of 132. It is a product of Ireland. It's imported by the Park Street Imports out of Miami, Florida. The original cask is an ex-bourbon cask. It's finished in a port. It's non-age statement, so I don't know how long it's been in any of them. And this one happens to be a store pick from Luke's Super Liquors down in the Cape somewhere.
They got quite a few down the Cape.
Yeah,
I think I was in
the wrap did not.
maybe,
Open
yeah,
me.
maybe.
Yeah. You had picked up this
one of
one,
the
so-
Yarmouths, I believe. It's actually a pretty impressive score. It's
It's
pretty
got a
big.
nice little gurgle when you do this one, though. I got to give him an A+ for the lip. I got to be honest with you. Does that not look rose tinted? Does it not look red?
It looks way darker for any Irish we've done in a while.
No, I know, but it almost looks like a tint of red. I didn't really notice it in the bottle. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me. I don't know.
It could be in your eyes. It might have a little hint.
It
of
looks like it has a tint of a rose on it, like that color.
It would be a port.
It would be. That would
Be
be
a
a
first.
lot of port if that's the
It
case.
sat there for a bit.
If it changed the colors, yeah. Again, they didn't have actual times on there.
There's not much on the bottle either.
Yeah, I don't remember where you got the second one out of, but we haven't done an Irish in. Wow,
It
that's
was
actually a powerful nose.
Connecticut. It is a nice
Interesting.
nose.
That actually came right out of the glass.
Are you getting? I'm not really so much getting a port though.
I'm kind of getting a fruity malt, is what I'm getting though. So that would be the port, just the fruit aspect of it. But I don't know what fruit yet.
Let me see.
And it could be subliminal because I know it was finished in a port cask. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
don't know if I would get it. We'll have to see on the taste.
You definitely get it in the taste.
Mm-hmm. You get big malt in the taste, actually.
Yeah, there is way more in the taste than the nose.
I wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? When you say Irish, I even read the proof. I wasn't expecting that to punch me in the throat like it just did. It's got a
definitely
little
holds on.
something,
And
something on there.
And in a blind, I'm going to be all excited that we have an actual bourbon to start.
Yeah.
And then the nose didn't throw it off too
No.
much. A little more now. Now that I took a sip. But
This
you
proof
might
like
be-
this,
You might be right. It might have a hint of a reddish to
it's
it.
got like a reddish tinge to this. I never noticed that out of any other whiskey we ever did, but it's like a reddish hue, as they say. But honestly, that actually hangs on quite a bit.
It does.
I would think I would convince myself this would be like a malted rye or something, a finished malted rye, because it's really bringing. You get that malted
Because
flavor.
we wouldn't jump to an Irish right off the bat.
Not at this proof.
No.
Not at this proof. That's what I'm saying.
The nose is coming in as a malt now, though.
I was getting that in the beginning, but I was
It
getting
is
like
light. Now
just a
it's
hint of.
pronounced.
It was a red fruit. That's all I can go with in the beginning. But that could be subliminal because I know it was in a port. So.
I'm not sad with the flavor though. It does.
Mm-mm.
It definitely does hold on,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not an overbearing malt.
No.
It's a nice little mixture because it has a little sweetness in the end. I'm not really getting any mad oak though.
No.
It kind of finishes with a sweetness.
It does.
which is weird because
yeah.
that's usually my first hit.
It's almost like that fruity though. I swear. Am I talking myself into a fruity?
You might get a little light fruit in the nose with a malt follow.
Like right when it hits.
I'm gonna
Right
try.
when it hits on my thing. I gotta tell you, I don't hate any part of this.
I say I mostly get. I don't so much get a fruit hit. It's a pretty pronounced malt.
I will agree with
very,
that.
very flavorful malt, and it sticks around.
But if you go back to like when we did the Sexton, so this is the one with the
the black bottle.
yeah, the little stubby black
Yeah,
bottom, you got more of a malt taste to it because there's something in here, and I want to think it's that fruit layer that kind of dulling it down just a little bit. That sugary sweetness that you're getting in the beginning.
And that could be why it is.
It's almost like a muddled strawberry in the beginning.
In the beginning,
like
it seemed to be drinking like it was holding, but you get acclimated pretty easy to this.
you do, but the flavor lasts
No,
in your mouth. Though.
it stays all
right.
over your tongue. Yes,
Right.
you are correct.
Like when you said it, when I said it punched me in the throat, I was like, I wasn't expecting the 112 proof to hit me. I agree, it doesn't drink hot at all now that you've been drinking it, but that flavor really lasts in your mouth.
I'd be
it
surprised.
Has a good
it
viscosity.
is. I mean, I don't see a lot of Irish up there. Well, I can't say that because we've had a few of them actually.
Well, yeah, well, you did. You took it home and killed it. But we that was up there.
That was
approved.
That was 117.
I think it was up there. Yeah, I think it was.
That was pretty good.
So
and it really didn't have a crazy malt in that one.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I got to sniff it on the way out the door, and I was the end of that bottle. I'm actually really liking this one.
I'm with you.
This is
Which is good since there's another one around the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was kind of afraid of that. I just closed my eyes and picked one of the two and said, "Let's see what happens." But man, I don't have anything bad I can say about this.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Price wise, it's not outrageous.
Because we never rave about an Irish either, but this is damn good. No, when you look at because some of these Irish and Scotch are up there.
We just did one though, didn't we? Just say that was probably our best Irish. Which one was that one? That wasn't a Sexton. It was something else.
We did an Irish.
I thought it was.
Did I kill it already?
You couldn't have.
No, the only Irish we did was the Sexton.
Was that?
We did the Scotch that I kept saying that Tambellini or Telebarine earlier.
Oh, you know what it was?
That was
it was the Alberta.
Oh, that's
it
Canadian.
was Canadian.
Yeah,
So
Canadian rye.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say we did that one, and I kept complaining that it tastes like a rye, but instead of a Scotch.
It was the Alberta.
No, that was
Different.
just a darn good rye.
Different land.
It's kind of like Ireland. You know what I mean? Just
it's probably the same latitude line,
yeah,
but
yeah, right. This is actually very good. You get now that it's sitting in a glass, the malt smell is really coming out.
It is, but it's not. Again, flavor wise, it's not overpowering. I don't mind this at all.
Because I do
this
get
might be our
like
best Irish of the year.
100%. This is the best one we've had because the only other one we had is probably the Sexton.
No, we must have had one way back. But
speaking of that,
those are probably in the regret pile.
No, I just forgot too. I do have another one over there that I just grabbed. That was a specialty one. Darn it! I should have did that one, but that's okay. This one's good.
We have time.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to bore you with a lot of Irish,
right? I like this a lot. I'm really getting a fruit edge on the front, and I can't pinpoint what fruit I'm in. It's almost like a man. I'm leaning towards like a blackberry or like a strawberry. Like I'm getting like that, like in the front of it. You know what I mean?
Like a blackberry.
Yeah.
With the seeds mashed up.
But I get that on the front with the sugary, fruity muddle in the beginning. You get a nice malty taste, but it kind of ends with that fruity muddle in the middle again. It doesn't really go with a big oak.
No malt. It's more sweet. I get a sweet end finish more, and then it's a malt flavored middle.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And it ends with a sweetness, which kind of knocks down the. Now that we've had a couple sips, the proof kind of like. You could get in trouble with this one.
No, and honestly, to me, I'm just going to see if it changes at all when I put a little bit in. But that I get that fruity, sugary base right as soon as it hits my tongue. That's what I'm tasting, and then the malt kicks in, and you get the malt.
If we do pay attention, if this does come in a blind, it does kind of have a hint of a reddish.
It does. It almost has like a reddish hue on it. So
the malt really comes out after the pour.
Well, that's what I figured. I wanted to see because the more this sat in the glass, the more that malt was really coming out. Oh yeah.
It really jumps out now.
Yeah. I'm not even getting I'm not getting the fruit smell right now when we just did that. You're getting malt. But the difference being too is I remember when we did, and that's what it is. I have an age-stated Shindelau over there. But when I remember when we did that one, it gave me that. It tasted like fresh cut sawdust. Like if you cut like a 2x4 and stuff. I don't get. It's not that grainy, heavy
I'm not,
flavor.
No.
It's just delicious.
So you think that's what they got out of a barrel is 132?
I'm guessing because it said on there it's bottled 19 of 132.
Yeah, I see that.
So I'm guessing that's what they ended up getting out of the barrel when they took it out. So again, this, it's a single barrel, so it's hit or miss. You know what I mean?
And it did say what part of or the country of Ireland. I think it was distilled and bottled on the back of the bottle at the bottom. I don't know if I can pronounce it.
Matured, finished, and bottled in Ireland by Clonakilty Distillery, Clonakilty Company, Cork. So wherever that is, I didn't see that on there. I just saw the product of Ireland on the very thing. So Cork Island, but this is actually very, very good.
It is.
I would, again, some Irish can be up there. We haven't gone back to like a lot of the Irish. Man, this has a great.
They have a pretty good selection of Irish in our of all the different stores.
Mm-hmm.
There is quite a variety pack of Irish.
Mm-hmm.
I know I tend to sail through it quite a bit, and then when I do travel,
I go like this. Not
I
looking.
do travel. I try to do somewhat of a variety pick when I go because it's a different store that I don't frequent. So.
Right. I will say most times when I have an Irish, I say it's okay for an Irish. This is just okay. This is not even for an Irish. I would be glad to drink this. This is actually very good.
Again, I think you get in trouble with this because now that we've already had a couple sips, this is not really fighting.
So, grade, and I'm not even going to grade this out. I can do twofold. I will agree with you. This is probably the best Irish we've had in a long time. I can go there on grade if I'm going to grade it just as Irish. Like when you think of like the red breast, pretty much top the cake out of all the ones we've had. I don't have like the Lestau.
We didn't buy it.
You haven't. You took it back. You had the Lestau. And then the Pedro Jimenez that Danny sent in.
Yeah.
We had that one in a blind because he sent in a couple samples.
Lestau was pretty good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The Lestau was very good. But man, this is carrying. I don't remember what proof those were though. This is carrying a lot of flavor and a lot of taste. It just like engulfs your mouth and it just brings. So it's one of the better Irish.
Now that you say that, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
because and then Danny did send a couple of them, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, he said he sent a PX version, and we ended up putting it up against. I took a sample from the Lestau, and we ended up putting against
somewhere.
Yeah, we ended up putting. Oh no,
it's in a box somewhere.
It's not a big deal. I don't care, but this is right up there.
So I am a little caramel-esque.
Just strictly whiskey with that nice malty taste. I'm at it. I'm at an A-.
So I've been there, and I figured you were gonna go with B+, but I was at an A-, and that I'm in just like the Irish land, but even in the whiskey land,
I'm just talking straight whiskey. This would hang.
It definitely would hold on.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like this has so much flavor and taste, and it brings a nice because I've been liking the single malts anyways. So you get that little extra hit of the malt. Like this to me is
yours getting caramel in the nose?
Not caramel. I still got that fruity muddle. Like it's almost like if you took a bunch of berries, when you smash up the strawberries right before you put it on like the strawberry shortcake and stuff. It's kind of bringing that smell, but it would be like blackberries and you know what I mean, like a little bit darker. But it's again, I got zero I don't like about it. You guys have to leave a comment down below if you've tried any of these. I know a lot of you guys are like Irish, ain't gonna happen. There's a few guys that are like.
It is starting to malt out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now that we're going, but it's still.
But that's a flavor I've been liking. Like when we did the one line single malt the other day, I was like, man, me and Steve drank it.
This
when
is
he
a
came
little
over
more
the other
pronounced
night.
than that, but
it came out with that. You get that nice malty flavor, and I'm like, I really like that. Like when you're not ready for it, it really hits you, and it just adds another element of flavor. That's why, like, just straight whiskey. I was leaning. I'm like A-. I like it. So A- I went with because I figured you were gonna go lower, but I like A- on this one. But again, you'll have to.
It's worth it. I mean, $63 if you don't have a decent Irish in your collection. It's worth searching out.
Yeah, leave a comment down below if you've tried this and you don't like it, because I mean it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like if you don't like
what you don't like,
it's just curiosity factor. Because again, out of all the Irish we did, I like that twinge of fruitiness that comes in with that heavy malt flavor. It's good. Mm-hmm. So there you go. That's our review. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.